All right, I have returned for yet another day, day 114, rest day. And I said rest day-ish in the title because I decided that I wanted to do just a little bit of cardio. I wanted to test my foot, finding out recently that I have a bone spur on my foot that's causing agitation to my Achilles tendon, which is why my foot hurts so goddamn much most of the time. Has been interesting for me because I was told originally 2 years ago that I actually had plantar fasciitis. So I've been wearing like shoes and flip-flops and house slippers that all have arch support, and like sleeping a very specific way to not agitate it, or like my foot's never under a blanket that's tucked in. So I have it hanging outside the blanket, which risks demons pulling me off the bed. So, obviously it's not been the most ideal thing, but I just been waiting for 2 years for it to get better, and it hasn't. So finally someone decided to do some tests. They did some x-rays, like, oh, you have a bone spur and there's swelling in your ankle. And it's like, I haven't injured my ankle in 2 years, so not sure why there's swelling. Oh, it's because the bone spur is agitating your Achilles tendon. It's like, dope. I really wish we would have like found this out 2 years ago. But anywho, I decided I was going to test my foot. So I did 3 minutes of walking, a minute of running, and I did that 3 times. I swear I cannot stop staring at my own hairline. Like, I'm so nervous that I'm balding. Like, when I go like this, I'm fine. When I start tilting down, like, I can see my scalp, like, here and here. And I'm like, have I always had that and just not paid as much attention to it? And I'm just seeing it more because, like, my hair is longer and I'm putting more stuff in it, so it's not as, like, fluffy. But it's just been, like, my obsession all day is, like, I think I'm going bald. But, yeah. So it's been a fun day of that. And then the testing, it felt, fine after I did like 12 minutes of cardio. I came home and then I went and did some running around. My heel fucking hurts. So, and it's like not my foot. It's not the bottom of my foot. It's like the back of my heel and like up the back where the Achilles tendon is. So, yeah, it sucks. I would really like to start doing 5Ks again soon and add that into like some of my goals and some of my like future plans for fitness. But at this point, like, I need to figure out what's going on. I have a rehab date for my ankle starting in April. So they'll tell me whether or not it's like something I'm gonna have to do surgery on because it is a bone spur, or if it's something I can like rehab my way out of, which I don't know how that's possible, but we shall see. Anyways, that's me complaining. Today, though, recap, I did wind up doing my evening workout. So I rode late yesterday. It wasn't actually that late, but I'd get a check mark for that and a ding, so that's good. And today is rest day, so I'm not going to take any check marks for today's workout. Actually, I'm going to give myself a morning workout, even though it wasn't really much of one. And then I'll give myself the ding noise as well. But my weigh-in today, so last night, I was like, I'm really fucking hungry, and I started to get really tired midday, like around this time, like to the point I was falling asleep at my desk. That has not happened to me since I started working out. So I was like, I'm either getting sick or I didn't eat enough today, or what I'm eating isn't giving me enough energy. So I told myself, like, for dinner, I'm going to have chicken. Like, I'm just going to have like 13, 14 ounces of chicken. So a pretty good helping of chicken, and not worry about the weigh-in because, if my stomach's full, it's full. But that at least means that I'm getting energy. So that's what I did. I had like 14 ounces of chicken yesterday for dinner. I rode at like 9. I felt pretty good. I woke up, my stomach kind of hurt, and I felt like I have like a knot in my stomach, which usually means like I need more fiber, which has not happened to me very frequently, especially since I started the workout. But I was like, I'm definitely going to weigh in heavy because that means like everything from yesterday is still trapped in my stomach. But I weighed in even. So I was 290.9 yesterday. I weighed in 290.9 today. So it is slightly disappointing, but it was expected. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to worry about the weigh-in because I'm not like racing a clock necessarily. Like, I'm just trying to have a healthy pace. And I feel like this was the healthiest decision that I could have. So my monthly total stays at 12.12 and my total weight loss stays at 73.1. We can look over at the shared screen while my fucking face is washed out by it. I'm on pace for 288.6, which is just 1 pound heavier than 15 pounds, 15.5 pounds lost. So still really, really good. And I am confident, based off of the bowel movements I've had since like then, that, and the fact that I already have my meals like already basically taken care of, and I'm going to have individual pizza for dinner. I hate that fucking printer being in this room so much, man. I am confident that I'll have a green number tomorrow, despite the fact that it is rest day. And that's another reason why I tossed in a little bit of cardio, was to make sure that I got some calories burned. And at the same time, yesterday that I was tired, today I could do something that's like physical activity to keep my metabolism burning rather than like slowing down. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. A little bit of a flat spot, but I'm hoping that we can have another downturn tomorrow, but we will see. Yesterday, I wound up getting under 200 output, which is the first time I've come in under 200 on a double cardio day in a little bit, but I was super close to it. And I think minutes wise, I actually wound up going like, a minute short on this. And I'm not sure why that is. I think it's because I had like 3 minutes I didn't row in the morning because I was in a meeting that I like needed to chime in for instead of like actually just listen to, which is annoying, but also that's what they needed. I almost hit 10,000 meters though, so that's pretty cool. So that's good. That said, let's go ahead and get our 10th day in a row for Wordle. I thought we hit 10 yesterday, but apparently I'm crazy. It is not clout day, but we got a T, and it's in the right spot. All right, that makes things interesting. I want to put the E specifically the fourth spot or the first spot. And if it's the first spot, it would be like that. How about 8? The word 8. Okay, so we've eliminated G and H, which is helpful. We know that the E is not at the front and the I is not in the second or third spot. So the E is in the middle somewhere. Ignit. Ingot is a word, but we've already burned the O. So how about, let's find an actual word that we can use the I in the first or fourth spot. Let's concentrate on the I, and then the E will figure itself out. If it's going to be an I at the front spot, I keep wanting to put this here. Isn't it? Governor. All these words I keep thinking of, like innate, just popped in my head. Like, nope, 6 letters, and there's an A in it. What about that? Could be a word, but obviously it's not the right one. I want to put remit, but that is not possible. Nope, not a word. Nope, not a word. What about something that's EIT, that ends in EIT? I don't think we have what we need for that. Dweet. I really feel like this is going to be it. Like I had a start at the very least. No. I keep thinking of 6-letter words. They just keep going through my brain. What else could it be here? Let's keep playing with it. I'm just going to do a word that checks to see if these vowels are in the right spot. Okay, so that actually helps us quite a bit. So at the very least, we're not going to miss it, but we're not going to get it in 4, so. No. Oh, I feel like that triggered something in my brain. Brexit. No. What if it's double T? Petite. Well, that was a swing and a miss. And a costly one at that. I might miss this. Because I have no idea what the fuck it is. So I'm just going to be guessing at this point at what it could possibly be. Like bevet? Is that a fucking word? And if it is it the right word? I'm just looking at all these letters like bevet, bebbit, beckett, bexit, bezit, webbit, weffit, wedget, weckit, weck it. I'm gonna weck it. Q is eliminated. Don't need to worry about that. I, it's not going to be in there. E is not going to be in there. What about T? Tefit, tevit, tevit, tekit, tejit. Befit. Is that a word? B-E-F-I-T. Fabit. Fevit. Fayet. Feckit. Feckit. Bevet sounds like a word. I don't know why. This is so hard for me right now. Kevit. Kevit. Kefit. Qit. Let's try Bevet. It's not a word. Vekit, Veget, Vefit. I don't think it's going to be a V. This is bad. Okay, that's the luckiest I've ever been doing this. So, Befit or Befit, whatever the fuck that means. It brought us to 10. I don't know how I got to a max streak of 148. I feel like they're purposely tossing out more words to trip up on, but hey, we got through, so cheers to us. I got this black tea lemonade, and they brought it to me, and it was just black tea. And I was like, is this black tea lemonade? And they're like, no. I was like, cool, the label says black tea lemonade. So I wasn't a dick. I was like, oh, it's supposed to be black tea lemonade. I'm pretty sure it's on the label. And I was like, oh, let me just pour some of it out and pour some lemonade in. I was like, okay, cool. And he brought it. Tastes fine. But I always wonder, like, did he spit in it? And it's the image I have in my head every time I drink this thing. And so it's only like halfway gone when it normally would have been gone like an hour ago. But anywho, that is it for me today. I will be back tomorrow, and tomorrow is lifting day. So excited for that. See you then.